Hey everyone, this is my Chapter 12B assignment for visual merchandising. We had to do a formal institutional display where it was more symbolic rather than showing off like a specific product. The way I interpreted this, and I don't know maybe if I misinterpreted or whatever, but it needs to be basically it either shows the product being used or shows something inspirational and symbolic or something along that nature. So one thing that I went with, and I'm going to give you a tour of it here in a second, is I wanted to go with something that kind of showed being at home and spending time with your family and your loved ones, especially with all this stuff that's going around with coronavirus and everything. And I didn't want to make it about that because it's not about that, but it's just about spending time with your family and your loved ones. And what I attempted here is, obviously I'm a big car guy, so I have a lot of like car stuff around, and I also really love Legos. I know I'm a man child, don't hate me, but I really love Legos. So I thought about how I loved doing this as a kid with my dad. We would always work on it together and spend time together, and instead of watching TV or whatever. So what I kind of went with is, and I'll give you a tour of up close first. So you have a table that obviously is an engine block, but it definitely like a car guy, man cave kind of a thing. And I implemented some pieces here where actually I would want to fix these keys to make it a little bit more like obvious kind of a thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Put like the keys and the wallet and the racing helmet, the racing jacket, stuff like that to show that there's a grown-up in this scene, but there's a bunch of boxes of Legos and stuff like that. Like you could tell that there was a kid here and the kid is playing with the Legos. The background would not be my living room, obviously, but it would be a background and maybe some props or something that make it look like a living room or some type of like obvious family area. I used some other products that Lego has made, so it's subconsciously a Lego display, but it's not, hey, big Lego sign kind of a thing. Like even like the real subtle, obviously the boxes are there and the Lego bag, but it's not the main piece. It's not the obvious thing here. To talk about lighting a little bit, I did have that lighting on there, which is decorative, as well as that lighting there just to kind of give some warm ambient lighting, as well as this spotlight here, which it didn't really work in this case and I can't adjust it unfortunately, but that spotlight would be like attached to the roof or something. Obviously I'm just using my fan in this case, but in the real life it would be attached to the roof or something, or to the ceiling, and it would be coming down like right there. So it would definitely put emphasis on the blues and the blacks and the silvers and everything. So that would make it stand out in an otherwise darker kind of ambient environment. To give an idea of space, if you see this very bright green line, that to me is where I would want the window panes to be. So this would definitely be like a corner, kind of a corner thing. You could almost even make it the triangular style where it's kind of cut off or angled, but a otherwise square box would work as well. And like I said, the scene wouldn't be this big. I'm just using my living room because that's kind of the idea that I wanted to establish. But otherwise, that's kind of what I came up with. And it would be very obvious that it's like father and son time. Father and son love racing and stuff like that. Like I might take these pictures and put it over on like that wall or something like that. Obviously, that would be a pane of glass over there. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I came up with. Let me know what you think, questions, comments, stuff like that. I hope everyone's staying safe and doing their best to try and keep everybody safe, and don't take this seriously. Obviously, it's not a big, or it's a big deal. So, yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night.